Over. I told you that Flames came to us and he said he wanted to be known as Flamesy. Well, he DM'd me. He said he doesn't like the sound of Flamesy. He wants to be known as Flames again. So back we go. Now, all players out there, you get one. Once it's done, once you've come and you said what you want, that's it. For the rest of time, unfortunately. So it's going to be Zipniks in the apartments with the Julies. Up close and personal, ready to deal with Surreal. And the Julies strike first, but they're not going to find the frag. Just some light damage. Bullets back and forth. This device has also copped a bit of a licking over towards that short side. And Endpoint have come, they've achieved, they've done exactly what they wanted to do, and that's forcing this Dupree rotation back over from the B bomb side.
I will say it's rare to see so much util on a CT pistol. I mean, you know, we've got two players, Sans, Kevlar. The drop Julies combined with the flashes for Glaive, and that's the B smoke now at the 60-second mark. Now that will enable rotates unless they commit through, which you can see. Max is posturing 4, the nade looks promising 2. Tries to block it a little. Magisk tested here, using the smoke to try and get away, but there's just too many bullets down range. Nice from Max to convert. Surreal's on the list, and Glaive's taps don't quite finish the job. Down to 3. Bomb down. Disadvantage for the Danes. 3 coming in, make it 4 from the CT. They're going to funnel in, and Glaive does have flashes for this retake.
But no kit, though, so have to be quick on this one. Bomb, about 10 seconds ticked already. Heading to the halfway mark as the flashes come through.
Max has got a lovely angle with that P250, and he does convert the hard headshot. More for Max, potentially. Coming in from Coffins. Contact from both of them, hold the line. Frags do come in from the CTs, but time is of the essence. Running out of chances now. Oh dear. Glaive is gone, and Flames with 3.
There it is. Simple stuff for Endpoint on the pistol around there. Force back the early presence, drop back banana, go for a simple execute, avoid Magisk's nade damage, and away you go. You're off to a pistol win against Astralis here today. Now, we've heard from the desk, we heard that there's still implications for this group that are open. Have to wait and see for the end of the day before we have too much confirmed. It has been a wide open affair for Group D, the final one of ESL Pro League Season 13.
Should Astralis win, of course, that actually seals Fnatic's fate as an eliminated team. We found that out upon the loss of Fnatic earlier on today. And we've got 4 SMGs. It's not even on the CT side, but second round and heavy investment into util. So they're going to try and force this stack into a bit of a overcommitment.
Yeah, this extra utility, it might come in handy here if they want to siphon through some of these Astralis smokes. You can see here 4 remaining for Astralis. And as they want to hold on to those for as long as they can, the extra utility for Endpoint can work on the opposite side. They can seem a little bit more aggressive. They can go for a double pump. They already have full banana control. They've smoked off and gestured that they have top mid. The flash on through. Robin will secure that now. Bomb has been picked up from Mighty Max in spawn, and Device with a couple of tags onto Robin keeps them at bay. But those smokes, still 3 of them handy, Alex.
Yeah, so Flames will deploy one towards B, and that might keep Glaive's feet planted. Yeah, it does. So now, Endpoint, they've created a 4-on-1 on this A side. They've got another 10 seconds to shape this one up into Device. Nades will fly over, and Astralis with the hook deep into their cheek. They have taken the bait.
Arch side right now, it helps. This rotation get over, but they're still locked out by the smokes. The CT1 drop, they have to push through. Getting a bit sketched now.
Oh, Max has got bomb alongside as well. If they don't get these frags and take some space soon, they're in trouble. Crucial looks to be taking risks, hangs out in the smoke as it fades. Magisk can punish here, but he doesn't pull the trigger. And Crucial will find a second. This Device with more chip damage, nothing lethal. Someone needs to fall. Endpoint making the MAC-10s work.
And now with Zipex and Dupree, they've signaled the save. They've dropped on back towards that B bomb side in the second round on the board for Endpoint. And that round right there probably sets as a good example. Endpoint have some of these strategies, right? Once they get top mid control, and once they get that banana control, they do these explosive set pieces. Now, in the early stages of their Inferno, we saw them getting stopped. There was a lot of mollies coming down. Remember that first game we saw them on Inferno? The bomb kept getting dropped. Max was ahead of the pack. That seems to be a thing of the past. I think that may be just some Pro League jitters because they've been looking much better.
And something also that I'm interested to see if Endpoint encounter as the weapons and the utilities brought up for Astralis is they had a real stubbornness in their play for this top banana control, and when it was taken from them, we've seen very, very good players like Yakinda and aggressive CT maneuvers on that banana really cut down, like Liquid were doing it as well, just cut down the Endpoint banana control early. And so with all this pressure A, it's going to be good. It's going to force Astralis into acknowledging that there could be gaps on A and less likely to be leaving or going aggressive on banana early. So let's see if Endpoint lean a little further towards the first letter of the alphabet, just so as to avoid any conditioning on that B side of the map. It is going to be Deagles and USPs, though, even a treat of Device whipping out a Zeus. And we'll get into our third. Now, this should be a formality, and this is where the MAC-10s, the fact that you converted before, this does feel like a real bonus for Endpoint.
Yeah, and if they carry through most of these into the next round as well, for those explosive strategies on a map like Inferno or a fast banana take, they can be great. Especially when you consider no head armor likely for a few of the Astralis players going into round number 4. Flames leading the charge. Up banana, MAC-10 in hand, lots of room, but lots of damage done to Crucial and Mighty Max in the meantime. Crucial below half. Mighty Max just below that 80 HP mark now, and just continuing to be an absolute annoyance is Flames. Smudge noise, Smoke's coming over too, and Dupree had a chance there. Surreal stepping into the den.
So be careful not to overcook it here. He's keeping a couple of the CTs busy on the boiler.
Looks like it will be a B piece, Alex. The setup is here from Astralis with 3, but I don't think it's enough.
Yeah, I mean, just Zipex's Deagle, right? Unless Endpoint push before the smokes arrive. Vision will be denied. In they go. Flames leading the pack, gets across. Low though, Glaive's USP could have been set for success. Surreal provides the necessary frag. And the round on the site is Endpoint's.
Really clean stuff as well here. If they can just hold on to the lion's share of their bodies, they're looking very good. That'll be 2 kills in the first 3 rounds of play. Astralis not able to get any traction whatsoever, and that's showing you how good these executes have been, the spacing. Sure, it is just the low buys, the force buys. And when they go the other way, we talk about them like they're the hardest rounds in the game. So keeping it easy. Chicken bugged on out there. Have you heard the saying, running around like a headless chook?
Yeah.
Cool.
A friend of mine called Chad often brings it up. Actually.
Oh, just from me?
Headless chickens, yeah.
Yeah. MC knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, we have the same expression in England, we just don't call them chooks.
Running around like a headless chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, same thing. Chook sounds all right.
It does sound good. It makes me, it's just you just sound cooler. Like, you know, Australians are just the coolest part of the Commonwealth, obviously.
Canada tries.
They try. They've got like skiing and manners.
Device not going to get anything done there, and well, everybody survives that bonus round with the 4 MAC-10s. It is on the table here today, and look at the residual cash left over.
Dude, they're making a bank right now.
They are actually in a dream world. This is what everybody loves, and if they want to play fast or slow, either way, why the hell not? The MAC-10s, they don't look threatening compared to the rifles being bought up, but I mentioned lack of head armor, Device, Magus, Zipex, Glaive. They have all only got Kev.
Oh, I see what you're saying. There's a world where this dream, they don't even have to awake from it here in the 4th. If Endpoint can manipulate the game state, close the gaps, mid-range and short-range fights, they've got the utility and they have the AK to close on their fearless leader, Max.
If they just get banana control and go for a B exec off of this, like SMGs running into the side, jumping, are going to be so difficult to keep a leash on here for Astralis. Doing their best to hold on to whatever utility they can, but threatening across the map. Boiler control, top banana control, top mid control is next, and Astralis, they know they have to give this up. So already deploying passive smokes. They'll be under the pump. This just comes down to defending in what may be like a 3-on-5, a 2-on-5 situation, because Endpoint, look at this. All the map control they'd possibly want.
Yeah, they're posturing, they're forcing the CTs back into the A site, B site as well. Surreal, Robin rejoining the squad for the take. They've done it. They've got Astralis' feet planted, and now it's a question of execution. And Chad, you were just pointing praise towards their executions and their prowess. That's the second smoke. That's the last smoke.
But it's double mollies remaining from Glaive and Zipex on B. If they can chain those together, this exec comes in, might just do a bucket load of damage. Here they come.
Flames are important here. Dropping them out. Flames has spotted one, though, and he's going to burn, surely, the smoke to save them. The spray's not good enough. They're so low, but Endpoint are in. They get the frags. They've got the sight. Device trying to hit a shot. They all just miss in the chaos of that bomb plant. Astralis have fallen, and Endpoint, their dream continues. MAC-10's converted. You haven't lost a single player. Look at the deaths.
2 free upgrades
Look
as well.
at the deaths. There is only 2 kills for Astralis posted in 4 rounds of play.
Yeah, this is wild. Endpoint are playing this one picture perfect. They're keeping it so clean. Nobody overextending. Nobody chasing. Nobody needs to go from MAC-10s and
I swear, if Crucial's got a double MAC-10 into this 5th round of play.
Why not?
Whoa.
Carry that through. Get yourself out banana. There's nobody waiting for you. Dupree's in sight. Megas is pit. Device is seeing whatever he can find. They're just throwing that fishing rod out to sea. Bomb goes off.
Oh, an 8K as well. So Max brought that in. They've got an Organ and M4 for their troubles on B. It's slowly becoming more and more promising for Endpoint's finances. The AWP is preserved.
Max is up to 10K. Crucial, he's in buying a bit of utility. He's got just under 10K. They have so much money. We're only into the 5th round of play here. Astralis can drop guns. They can make this one work. Dupree would have to get one to Zip. He does.
Bit late on spawn.
Just low on util again for Astralis here. So it's hard to take the fight. It's hard to really force the issue here in Device. He needs to have a look. The AWP wants to point forward.
Yeah, they're going for a different look here. And Glaive really wants information. So boost him up. Second molly's a bit short. Smoke will deny any info on that peak, and that's powerful. That's important. That's exactly what Endpoint were looking for. Because now, no call from Device, no comfort in leaving the AWP solo B. It seems that they are willing to gamble Zipex over to the correct call.
They love Arch side plays as well, Endpoint, and that's the weakness right here for Astralis. Zipex just got back to Arch.
Yeah, and with the smoke arriving short, they can focus all of their attention up here. 3 from Endpoint.
Device and Glaive are rotating on over as well. If this is all a ruse and they fall back, Endpoint have got Astralis moving throughout the map. Device and Glaive have just called it off as they made it into CT spawn. They said, no contact here, boys. Get on your way back, and they do.
Fakey boys, Endpoint. They've sown their seeds, and doubt has crept in.
This is difficult to pull off now. Just a smoke, a flash, and a Molotov to get into the B bomb site. Device would have to miss.
Yeah, or you'd have to use that one flash for his tight line.
Here they come.
Unlikely he hears them coming. Device readies to destroy. And the first is good. Falls to Nubox, baiting in for the repeak of Glaive. Endpoint. Oh, info. Max hunting. Needs one. Flashes are okay. Bomb is loose. Device already taking 2 scalps, and it seems the rest are soon to follow. Zipex in support. Crucial with 1. If they find Device, it could have spiraled. 15 seconds. He just needs this frag, and he needs it now. Device goes down. Crucial to clutch. Does recover. The AWP needs a shot immediately. When he goes for the Brave, and Brazen plant straight in front of their noses, 2 CTs. He has his signature weapon now. Can Crucial come up clutch? He has caught Dupree. And a second as well. Endpoint continue their spree. And the Dutchman pulls a 5th across the line.
What a play right there. As soon as he gets that AWP in his hand, you know it's possible. Just pivoting around the new box, planted in their face, like you said, and easy for Endpoint.
Oh, with the MAC-10s, they convert their bonus. It continues. Device's heroics nullified by Crucial. Grabs the Dragon Lore and writes his own little chapter. Bang.
Oof, good stuff. 5-0. This is...
Look at Astralis' fight. Yeah, call the timeout. Zonic, help.
Yeah, get in their ears right now. I think just a partial necessary for Astralis to establish their full CT gun rounds here. They haven't had full utility on any of these rounds they've invested in just yet.
12 grand, dude, on your AWPer, typically.
Yeah, now if we talk about Endpoint for the remainder of this half, if they continue to keep rounds close and get into bomb sites with plants, they'll be likely to buy for the next massive string, right? It's going to be Astralis gun round after gun round, having to whittle this economy down, having to try and bankrupt Endpoint. Not going to be an easy feat. And Astralis will go for that partial that we were alluding to. Deagles with a bit of SMG action on the side. Light util, so they're going to have to go for some form of a maneuver here to find an opening. You can't just stand and wait and hope that they limp on into your crosshair one at a time. Endpoint have looked very organized.
And Crucial was ready. Baited in. Jinx. Chad Birchall, Chad Birchall, Chad Birchall.
Thank you. That was going to be a real awkward cast.
Yeah, that was kind of masochistic. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, well, first found. The rest, I'm sure, will come quickly. Glaive's close. He loves the UMP.
Ooh, that looked good. And this is even better. Taking 2 before Crucial gets to him. Pushed up Banana and keeps it level. That's more than Astralis have been gifted previously. Let's see if they can follow through.
These last 3 still have almost full kits of nades. Crucial and Robin for sure. Surreal's only missing 1 nade to his name. So if they want to do any smoke variation on towards this B site, they can. Mollies are plenty as well. Can get new box, get close oranges, get emo, or just walk up close and pounce. Zipex does have a good weapon for the job, though.
Yeah, perfect weapon, and he will be safe from the molly. Flashes fly in. Here comes Endpoint. And Robin, the first to fall. Surreal nearly on the list as well. Down to 16. The rotates come from Banana fast.
They should give this one a chance. A real chance here, Astralis. Oh, he's fast.
Very fast, swinging in. And oh, the bomb does go down. So a chance for Surreal, but immediately stolen from them. Magis just puts pedal to the metal. And Astralis will snatch away their first. A must-have.
Yeah, that pace right there. Endpoint didn't see that coming whatsoever. So quick up Banana. Magus didn't let go of W there. They pick himself up an orb. They put some bullets in the body, and they let them know who the big dogs are. Now Astralis are on the board with 1. How quick are they going to bounce back into this? Now remember, Astralis have had woes on Inferno. It's not like this is the old Astralis. Well, actually, I tell a lie. It is the old Astralis. Just not with the results we tend to see from them on the Infernos and the Nukes of the world that once upon a time where their signature maps were ones that when they were in a series, it was like, yeah, Astralis have got Inferno and Nuke, this one's over.
Yeah, but Astralis, we actually heard, you know, Frankie asking about it in the interviews as well, that they're familiar with being or conceding early disadvantages. They've got the mental fortitude, and Flames has gotten taken space. He's getting pushed though.
Oh,
Glaive doesn't finish the job, and Flames gets away scot-free.
Very lucky. Both players there getting away with murder.
Damn, and the AWP's been spotted as well, so they know there's 2B minimum. Device fired off the shot on the rotate back. Pressure apps.
If you see Device over towards B, it's a very good idea that Astralis are doing a 3-man lean. He's the most flexible member of this CT setup.
Yeah, and he knows exactly the kind of information Endpoint have been given.
Here they come again. So much pressure from Endpoint.
Yeah, and it's the long walk up. Debris gets the info, but the flash is so perfect, and so is the spray. 2 heads popped. He's gone now. Device heard the steps. Flames is being hunted, and Device doesn't miss those. Falling apart on the A return. Just Surreal now in the apartments. Matches can't quite finish it off. Device, though, is quick to respond. Astralis 2, Endpoint 5.
All right, Endpoint have about 2 more gun rounds in them here before they're going to be strapped for cash if they don't keep getting these bombs down. So that was the first, I say clean in terms of avoiding the bomb going down for Astralis here. And that flash was great, just stepping off it, getting the crab walk coming out. Almost the 3rd there for Dupree as well. And this final kill from Device makes it look easy. Never the way with the wall bangs in CS scope. And here we go, round number 8. Both teams with the big greens. Utility is great, and we're getting some full gun rounds here. None of this hodgepodge, mismatched, awkward buys. Indication towards top Banana. Bullets through. Both teams uncertain on what lies behind each smoke, as Surreal on overpass just the other day was a bit of a monster. Inferno, he has a tough job. Magus towards the end of halls. Dupree tucked in close porch. And more Banana control being taken. A page out of the VP book from Glaive.
It's fading now. Nade does land. Device ready for that T-stairs swing. Flash is good. Forces Device off the line. And they isolate for Glaive. So far, so good. A miss from Device. Endpoint advance. Pressure on the wall bang. Max does take a bullet. Zipex has been called to back him up. They could commit. He knows it. Flash ready. Should he hear steps. Device just holding the tightest of lines. Mollies don't touch him. Looking for safe haven. Nubox is not the retreat.
Coming in.
Here comes the flash and push. Zipex wants to contest this, and the backs are turned. The spray is good. Device is dig as well. Okay, Surreal would have to find it cleanly. Dupree does not go down. A single point of health keeps him in the round, and well, with 18 seconds left, that AWP from Crucial might be better saved. Dupree spots him on the T-stairs as well as he jumps across.
All right, saved AWP, 2,400 loss bonus. Crucial could drop an AK. Should be able to buy going into the next round of play here, but Astralis are starting to wake up and are handling these maneuvers, stopping them before it gets too dicey, disallowing these plants, making Endpoint have to work real hard. Still 2 more needed for Astralis to tie things up.
You getting hot in the studio now? It was freezing cold earlier.
It was cold, but that's because I think we had the door open when we were out of the room and the door outside. So it was almost like the fresh air was filling the void.
Do you mind if I crack open the door?
I think it's fine. I'm just more worried about the people walking past.
Yeah.
Will that bleed in?
Probably. You're right. Let's just cook. Let's just cook. Let's just focus on the Counter-Strike and get a little sweaty. That's what the players are doing, that's for sure. And Endpoint probably sweat on the brow as they realize that it's not all going to come as easy as the first 5. Glaive demands respect on Banana. Throws bullets down. Smoke another 10 seconds or so on that, and Device setting himself up for the half-wall hold.
Okay, well this time it will just be Device left here. That allows Glaive to rotate back over on towards A and set themselves up for a defense. Passive over towards the short and pit side here with the balcony Castle Crossfire. That means they have no presence on mid. So the only info they have is these... Oh my lord, all right.
That is something crucial. Entry onto Graveyard. Orp in apps, toes spotted. Mighty Max's sketches. Visible on the jiggle. Robin's actually provided another. They're surely going to lean into A now. And Zipex, the last man on the site. Catches Surreal. Robin round the world. And even now, they're actually not committing with the bomb just yet. They'll see what Robin finds. Zipex sound cue. Robin pieces it together.
Around.
And Zipex ready. If he finds Crucial, this is insane now, though. It starts to peter out.
Yeah, I think that he's been spotted towards Library as well. So getting on out of dodge and Crucial, he was huge in that round. That shot onto Magus, I didn't even see it coming. I didn't think somebody would peek that aggressively.
Well, you know, Magisk likes to pivot into that Graveyard position. We saw him close out a round previously from that exact spot. Crucial, though. He's got a damn good read. Into the site, 6 for Endpoint. And this is exactly when it needs to arrive. Endpoint were just about to start running out of their ridiculous bank account.
This is good, and it's very good for the round count as well. With Astralis kept to 3, if Endpoint go 7, 8 rounds here on this first half, happy as Larry. Astralis will be able to buy again. There's enough across the board to do so. And this shot here, yeah, you're right. He is just more than ready for that exact pick, just stepping straight into it. That one there onto Zipex seals the deal, and you think about the clutch he had in that round right there. They're two very impactful rounds.
That's all from Crucial.
Now, Astralis, they're getting the banana control that they're looking for. They just lost the fights on A. Maybe we see them set up for more of a porch boost, something a little bit more aggressive towards that boiler side. Here we go. Maybe the 3-man B lean out the gates here. Max tasked with banana. We loved his work just the other day. Ollie's down. In exchange again. Nobody wanted to get stuck in early. Walking through the smokes, and lucky he waited a second or two, because guess who's pushing? It's Glaive, and through the smoke he finds Max. The Argy-Bargy, you don't even need to be in banana to get the damage. Still going to get taken on down.
Oh no, another falls. Flames caught on the spray. And Astralis set up, ready to play. 4 should be theirs. To change my mind was Robin, but Device holds boiler firm. Just Surreal, you know he's the Sap's lurk, you know there's potential. Magisk, though, faffing around with nades, having a look as it fades, and Surreal will provide. Crucial and Surreal, trying to make it costly for Astralis. The flash is good enough. Could have dropped Pit, Device aware of it. And a bit of a gap for Crucial to maneuver with that bomb. And oh, an angle, a slightest of gaps. Crucial walks up, wasn't ready for close. Now the bomb is Dupree's in the round, likely Astralis. Still there, holding his line, and Surreal, AKV, Orp, fair play. It's just not going to come to him. And Astralis given the gift. It was Glaive just controlling banana and sends him straight into the Orp on A.
Yeah, it's great when you get 2 kills through the smoke, isn't it? Glaive is all about that. He's the master of getting the kills through the smokes. But I think we might see a bit more of a primitive buy coming out of Endpoint now. Won't be able to work off that utility the way they have been. A round like this where they will be investing into Deagles is something that's more of a heads-up round. See if you can find those shots. That's where we're looking at people like Flames. See if he can start launching them. There is one flash for Flames here. Mighty Max is the only one not to invest in a Deagle, and Dupree, he jumps on over. How much did he see? Molly on the ready. They're not being quiet about the fact they have Deagles here. Very, very loud with the spam. Lots of footsteps would have been heard close. Boiler as well.
Such early banana control. It's such a gift. Like, the impact these Deagles can have is just significantly nullified with CTs in the right place. Bait and switch. Orp fires off a shot. Dupree lines up the first. Tries to escape. Unfortunately, the smoke's bit skew whiff enables one from Robin.
Here comes Glaive.
Yeah, your exit is now locked. And M4 doesn't sound bad. And Zipex does pepper into Crucial. Device is ready for that smoke to fade. Seems Crucial's pretty hyper-aware. The nade's not bad either. And Magis not going to let Robin slip away. Glaive on T-stairs would need to hit a banger headshot, but it's enough to distract. And 5 for the Danes.
Do you think we're going 3 here today, or do you think Australia's going to come up and just level this out to?
I think we go 3 if Endpoint win Inferno.
Yeah, that'll be the only way. And look, I'm surprised that Astralis didn't pick into Vertigo. I thought they were trying to make that their home map because we've seen them play it a bit. It's a map that I think is a lot of teams for the longest time were ignoring. So the teams who oh, I guess it's almost, it is
Trailblazers.
Oh, we've seen a lot of that.
That was a right click as well.
Yeah, that is...
Max's face says it all. All right.
Thanks.
Play on. Crucial barrel, head, ducks, Mighty Max vulnerable. Oh, it's a disaster. T-ramp smoke. Nice chance from Flames to stop it from going awry, and he hits another. Suddenly we're back into the game. All conversations about saves and pushes cut short by Flames.
I didn't forget about that team knife as well.
I think Max will forgive him. Crucial, little less red face now. His flushed cheeks return to normal as Flames has put us back into an even keel.
Well, they have been able to isolate the fights against Magisk in a couple of these rounds, right? The graveyard fight, Surreal when the smoke was fading, so maybe they try and pressure him some more. Run with a flash up top banana to dissuade any more aggression.
They're going A. Zipex is even hedging his bets towards CTB. Yeah. Magisk has to be the hero, Chad. You're bang on.
He needs two
puberty,
here.
Excuse me.
That's all right. Let's see if we can hit it again.
Magisk, he's got a lot to deal with, but Surreal found before he can get down. Flames are the third. He's pulled his team into this round. Now he wants to close it. Closing in the gap is Zipex and Glaive. Robin.
Very safe plant. They'll both be locked to the site.
Smoke for the retake. Flames is Batman.
Well, they're searching.
Robin is Robin, and they're 4th already for the Dark Knight. One more for the fight. It's Glaive. Can he find it? No, it's denied. And so all down to Robin. Ready, waiting, jiggled.
Oh.
Glaive goes down. Robin saves the day for Endpoint and converts all of that hard work off Flames.
Oh, what an important round that one was. And playing off of each other. When I said they're searching, they were looking for that fight. And the fact that they get it, the fact that they're able to pull that off, it just leaves such an awkward taste in the mouth for Glaive on that retake. Otherwise, they would have both been stuck in the site. You would have seen them slowly get pinched on in.
If Dupree slips the gap and gets down those stairs, that whole round is over. That frag worth its weight in gold. Flames gets 4. And the one-on-one, Robin controls the Kalashnikov into 7 for Endpoint. Yeah, frustrations will start to rise because they got everything they need to go again. I hope Mighty Max gets to start this round with 100 health.
We started with a Mac 10, same as Surreal, and we saw the success they had with those in the first 5 rounds of play. It might be set for a bit more. Timeout taken by the CT side. That is Astralis, second one here. And there's plenty of money to buy, right? Zipex with 8, Glaive with 7.
You know that filing cabinet? He's got that radio on and behind him?
Yeah.
You think it's full of like business documents or his family's like finances. No. That's exclusively strats. There's 7 different, you know, he's got his Mirage. He flicks through it like the old-timey movies.
Yep.
And he pulls one out and he goes, this one.
All right, I like that.
That's how, like, it's kind of an old school analog approach to in-game leading.
The planner on the right, it's got nothing to do with the actual days of the week, just the Counter-Strike seconds.
Yeah, exactly. 1 minute, 55. Here we go again. Dupree has the pop for mid. Wants to cast his eyes down just for early info. Doesn't spot a thing. And Flames is given a lot of responsibility. He does get naded down. Perhaps noise made deliberately. Does it pull Magisk utility?
Yeah, they're trying to punish Magisk again. Look how many there are. There's already 3 of them up in this apartment's boiler area. If they want to just do an explosion on him and try and punish him, keep him busy, why the hell not? Might even force out a heavy rotation from Astralis here. Oh, they've looked in and they've called it off. It felt like it was impending.
Yeah, but up mid, they are not going to quit too quick. So up middle. Device wanted top banana info, but it will be denied as Flames holds. They're up long. And just trying to pip the gap, Glaive denies it. He pulls an opening frag into Astralis purely by force and aggression through the smoke. Dupree hedging his bets B. Astralis have a great read here. And only Max trying to find the way in. Glaive on the box. He does spot Magisk out, and it's good damage. That might convince them. Yeah, it pulls Dupree away from B. It's Device then. Readies himself for war. They advance. Time is sensitive. The Danes have an advantage. And Crucial knows he's there, but not stopping Device hitting the crucial shot. Bomb needs to be planted. Time is of the essence, and I think they've just pulled in the plug.
They have to here. Look how strapped for cash they are, Endpoint. Kind of victims of their own success. Not going to have a lot of money to work with here for the tail end of the half. But 7 is fantastic work from them.
I mean, Glaive just played spoiler there. I mean, that's someone that knows exactly what's going down.
Yeah, the way that they did that was quite cool because there was 2 players behind the smoke for the CTs, right? One pivoted to the far right-hand side, I think in case any Ts decided to push her at the same time, and Glaive would catch them on the other side, so they didn't lose each other through the smoke. Nice little maneuver there. Vegas almost caught off again. It does recover, and so does Device onto Flames.
He just knew he had to find one. Couldn't stay in, couldn't get smoked off coffins and play an awkward retake.
Ooh, Endpoint won't be forcing behind the saved weaponry. They're thinking that Robin and Crucial might be able to do it all on their own.
Go on. If Magix fancies his chances. Oh, the flash, it's a perfect execution, and the aggressive AWP move completely silenced. Could not be a better way to deny that.
Yeah, seen a lot of teams lately start taking that AWP fast mid. With all the presence you've been having on Banana, teams tend to be focusing a little bit more on a boiler and apartments. Take that AWP quick, see if you can find a rotation, see if you can take down that only mid defender.
Okay, Max.
Luck towards B.
What are you made of? Will you be ready for the half-wall AWP?
I think he is.
Shadows, and wow, the shots are hit. Yeah, he did. One with the Glock is all they need. He misses his shot and will be overwhelmed. If only they had a smoke. He has. This gets interesting. They throw everything they can, but the kitchen sink, nades galore, everything they can find to try and stop the cross. The bomb can get across. Robin, oh, a boost, and he's vulnerable now to this one. Will they expect the late one? Robin pre-aims. He is anticipating it, but jumping through, Robin denies. If Dupree goes down, stands and fights, the smoke will isolate the rest. Flames advances, double AWP. They shouldn't have a chance. The shot is missed, and the round is 2. Endpoint, for a moment there, keeping it very, very tense. But they kept it conservative in pursuit of an 8. They want to win this half out, and it's not like it's going to be sunshine and rainbows.
Now, here's the only issue I take with them taking a save there. Crucial and Robin had an AK and an AWP. Crucial and Robin, because they didn't get the loss bonus because they saved those guns in the round before, now have to operate with a Deagle and a Galil. Right? If they forced what before, they could have had, you know, maybe some SMGs, Tech 9s with utility around the 2 big guns. This time, no AWP to work with, but they do have 3 AKs. So I guess either way, you were screwed in one regard. This is the better of the 2 evils that they've picked with. If they can come out with 8 rounds here before the close of the half, Endpoint, they're going to be more than happy. Flash towards mid again. Vegas with another peek, sees it clear. And Endpoint have enough utility to go for one of these other fast explodes up towards A, up towards that wrap side. But so far, the bomb's still back over towards the mid pit. Crucial just chilling out, having a good time, waiting for Flames and Co to take this banana control. Max lining up a smoke of his own. If they want to be quick on the go here, that's fine. Glaive's towards the top of banana. He has a smoke.
So the way this works is I imagine the Ts are going to kind of follow that smoke in. Here they go. They'll have to disrespect the smoke, but that's Glaive who throws some disrespect down range of his own design. A smoke for the retreat as well. Do they really want to go through 2?
3 here.
This would be a death sentence for Endpoint's final T round. The bullets indicate there's a lot to contend with. And I don't think they fancy their chances just yet, but they've committed so much up this banana.
Still have 2 smokes, but...
Oh dear. CSGO'd, here they go. And down goes 2. Mighty Max, Surreal, all meet Zipex, and that's it, 8-7. A highly competitive half, and they've got in a big way tonight, and we have got the second half underway. A pistol start with util for 2 of them. 3 of them. My lord. Yeah, okay, so Astralis definitely have some clear intentions set out for this one. 1x bet, keeping the books, leaning Astralis' way.
Very fragile when you're playing a pistol round with all this utility. Means you go for something a little bit later here, so they've been able to hold back the wolf from the door at top mid. But Endpoint already starting to rotate back over. They might be a bit late on this. The X-Ac's already coming in.
Yeah, and the bomb's been spotted. He's calling for help. Mighty Max under pressure. And into the B site they swarm. Robin working on this, and on the flank, it's Zipex that confirms there is going to be presence there. So lots of presence around this site, and the boost could not be better timed. Flames makes a bit of a mess. A chance, had he stabilized, could have controlled and denied the plant, created some chaos when the smoke started fade. Magisk is elevated here. I wonder if Max is ready.
Well, this is going to be chaotic.
Yeah, Magis catches him, but the smoke is on the site. If they could get some pressure, the kit is there, but Glaive, everyone from Astralis clicking successfully. And Robin's the last one for them to dig in. Astralis 9. Don't even lose more than just the one man. Magis the only one to fall.
There's no way they can keep it as clean as what Endpoint did in their first few rounds. That was some wild scenes in the first, I think it was 3 or 4 rounds we saw of play. There was only 2 kills that Astralis were able to mount on their CT side. Endpoint back in with the Deagles. They've got 3 HEs, 4 smokes so far. Crucial holding on to residual cash here. Let's make sure he gets that ore pound as soon as possible. We've got 3 MAC-10s, a UMP for Glaive, and an AK for Device on this one. So another set of 4 SMGs. Oh, the flash doesn't get anybody. They're all out of the vision there, and it's just information. Those footsteps would be heard. Astralis now piecing this one together. Slowly just taking map control. And Mega's going to have that one down the back pocket. Isn't that going to hurt? 54 for him.
And Device beams into flames. Robin ready, but that's Device's second. The only AK in play, and he just walks into B.
Might be a save call here for Endpoint and these remaining 3. Endpoint throwing away their goodies for nothing. Smokes into the site now, taking their time, letting Device take all the fights he's looking for. Will be nobody to find. And the bomb should be going down momentarily. So get that 40-second timer on the clock, and maybe you guys can put the kettle on.
Yeah, check in with Rushley. Make sure he's still doing all right.
Hello.
Hey, man.
How you guys doing? Well, people aren't going to get that.
No one's going to get that.
No, I don't understand your private jokes either.
So when I had my old headset, when I would pull the bar of the mic down, I would start talking immediately, but it would always take a second, and it would make like a noise.
Okay.
Yeah, that noise. Now with my new headset, it doesn't have that problem.
No, you are wireless, which is really suspicious because you never know when you are listening or when you're not. You go AFK just...
I go AFK all the time.
All the time?
Yeah, it's just like I hate sitting at the PC if we're not fragging. I don't want to be on the computer unless we're shooting other people in the head.
Are we doing any fragging tonight, Rush?
I hope so.
You got it in you? You got it in you?
Yeah, I think so. Why not?
Not going to be doing your little bump club clique thing and excluding me from the party?
No,
it is so awkward though. Rush and I had this conversation last night. Like, we're talking about being in the private channel, NTS, and it's like, yeah, Rush, what do we do when people poke us and we're playing? It's like, Rush's like, well, I can't ignore them. You'll have to deal with it. So now we're just going to let everybody in.
I think that might be
like a doggy door.
Yeah, I don't think a passworded channel, it's just, it's sending the wrong message, you know? It's like you're hanging out in the VIP lounge, where the people have the little glowing bottles and flex on the haters or whatever it is you do for
cool
things and stuff. Yeah, clout, that's the word they use.
That's the one.
Little sparklers, little velvet carpet.
I have seen a few of those in the Instagram stories.
Got a different sticker on your hand or a stamp.
Never been to a party like that.
No.
It's not my scene.
It's certainly not my scene. Just exacerbates all of the social anxiety I have.
There's a lot going on, and I don't like a celebration at the best of times.
Yeah, everyone look at us. We spent loads of money. It's 400 euros on a bottle of liquor.
I hope it tastes better, though.
Yanko's having a meltdown right now.
No, but that's the thing.
We're attacking his personality right now.
No, we're not. I would never attack anybody.
So then, pistols, not going to get much done. That was the best bet from Surreal. He had the Deagle. A couple more in the mix. Dupree's here to make sure those CTs don't get to keep anything. He's been lingering around the apartments for a while.
Rush, can you bake something for the playoffs?
Bake something? I can do banana bread again. I do have a cake mold thing now.
Yeah, make us a cake.
Like
a banana cake?
A banana cake.
Banana bread comes in a loaf tin, Alex.
Yeah, but I understand, but why don't we just throw the norms out the window and make a banana cake?
Banana frosting, maybe?
I don't live for the banana concept for under frosting.
Well, I like a nice carrot cake.
Ooh, okay.
You like carrot cake?
Yeah.
Or a coffee cake?
Oh, I do love a coffee cake.
You decide, and I'll make it.
Yeah, but
let's let Twitch chat decide.
Yeah, send us your suggestions. Hashtag ESL Pro League. And tweet at Rush. Tell him what you want him to bake. We'll turn it into a whole segment on the show.
Rush was actually saying that he's actually really worried people aren't following him on Twitter at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, because we're not saying his Twitter handle enough.
You mean at Rushley123456?
That's at Rushley123456.
Not 7, 6.
Just 6.
Right.
Guns are out. 11-7. Remember, no 7.
Battle for Banana. This is going to be an important and telling trial for Endpoint CT side. If they can't prove that they can maintain and contest when appropriate, Astralis will start to bully this spot. And look at Crucial's angles. Aggressive AWPing. Stops the bedroom advance. dupreeh will no longer be a threat.
Bomb is in no man's land towards T-spawn for Astralis here, so if they wanted to get a move on and go for a fast... Oh, that smoke has not landed as it should. Very, very deep.
Might be something for Device to peek on. Exploit the expectation that it's clear.
Oh, maybe the smoke just over the top of the half wall gave enough for Endpoint to not have a bit of a look in, because if they did, Device would strike. And look at the util left over for Astralis here, Alex. They're not operating with very much whatsoever, so this is going to come down to hitting their shots or hoping that Glaive can slip the net.
Crucial's flashed off the line. They don't want to force the issue, but happy to deny info.
Still 3B, though.
Yeah. Oh, Flames. Oh, Flames pushes in. Another on the cards. He gets Magisk. Oh, and Glaive as well. The multi-kill master for Endpoint. Pushing the issue. And now, well, Zipeg's pushing towards B, towards his certain doom. Robin's not going to respect that smoke. You think he's going to let you smoke him off? He'll stand and fight. He delivers as well.
Good stuff from Flames there. Just the heads-up fights. Flashed out, gets 3.
And that was just as Robin's going, good, oh, maybe I need to go A, maybe I need to go A. He answers the question. You know, if anything, that was info, but he goes for more than info. He gets the round winners.
Look how ready he is for that as well. Aim so high there, Crucial. This was the... Oh.
2.
Oh.
And then even has the audacity to peek out for a third on Glaive. Okay, competitive half. That's what we needed to see. That's the first from the CTs of Endpoint.
There's a bit of a bonus round there for Astralis other than an AWP that was invested into. So now it's AKs across the board. 3 banana lean again for Endpoint, and we know that... Ooh, that nade almost doing a chunk of damage. Robin only licked on down to 95. Flames, though, takes a big chunk.
Magisk fancies his chances, continues to advance. Robin's there to contend with him, and Magisk gets away with murder, nearly 2. Through the Molotov, no less.
Just need a nade or a molly here to flush him out.
Flash is great. Forces them to turn away from the line, and they concede banana.
Ooh, another gamble from Endpoint, this time heading back towards A. So, Crucial with top mid call clear. Smoke's about to land as well. Oh, they're going through.
And that's perfect for Crucial. He'll just collect a freebie. Back up into the site. Astralis going to try and press the issue. Surreal spotted now.
Feels like they're committed towards A now after this maneuver.
Long is the option. Flames to be tested. Crucial continues to hit shots. Surreal confirms balcony's still an issue. Trying to fake the runaway. Nade onto the nose of dupreeh. Oh. Down to 22. Crucial's got more on the way. Finds 1 into dupreeh. And just Device trying to do the impossible. Endpoint, 2 in a row. And Flames with more impact across the map.
Breaking the bank there of Astralis as well. Will be an interesting conversation to see what they want to do. Megas with 4.4, Glaive with 3.7. Not ideal money situation for a buy for the Astralis squad. If he gets the double here, that's round over, right? That shows you the difference maker right there. And I was really surprised to see them push through that smoke. They do know they're up against an AWP player like Crucial here. And he's had more impact. So it will just be this light bite. Maybe a faster maneuver, see if they can stifle top banana hold of Endpoint. Up they go, flashes are coming in.
It's quick, and the nades are good. Robin mantles onto the sandbags to stand his ground. Has the support of Flames on the flash, they'll swing. Too easy for him, 1 more on the list. Okay, dupreeh, not gonna find anything off that. Endpoint, that one was just another day in the office. Happy to have collected it relatively quickly. And they can just stamp their card out within just a 1-round gap now.
Okay. Now, we did know the other day that Surreal had a rough go of it when he was isolated for some of those pit fights, when the rotations were forced. He got caught in really awkward timings. Kind of what happened to Megas in the first half of this game, right? You could see he was ready in positions, but then as he jiggled, he had a nade out, and he's quick switching, and just gets overwhelmed. Astralis could start pivoting into that, but they need to get past Crucial. Need to silence this guy. Getting away with a lot here today. Don't forget he's clutch in the first half, and now the impact on that AWP in the second is already being felt. The exchange of utility and banana holds the CTs back, and Device.
Oosh. He's doing everything right. Nade's a bit deep this time. And Device just trying to slide into that banana fight. He's been watching some Mir demos.
Force that smoke out early, and this is the key right here. And you've said Mir, that's bang on. Those type of plays just snaking on up, getting behind, using the timings. forces the rotation. So now if they pivot back and try and isolate this short and pit player of Surreal, could be a bit of traction to get off the back of that. Setting up the flash peek again for Flames. So the timing on this is everything, actually. Astralis need to get a move on back towards the A bomb site before the pop flash top banana.
They have created a favorable A take here. This is by virtue of their own utility and positioning. So will Crucial be able to play spoiler again, or can utility alone deny it? Grouped in the apps. Util to be thrown out. Device has a flash for them. He's dropped himself a smoke to play around. Surreal got a lot of pressure to deal with, and a miss from Crucial. Magisk does not go down. Surreal will. More misses. Crucial in trouble. Jeopardy for them both as Dupree lines up a double. Flames is late on this rotate. Device will spot him out. Max tries to put the incendiary into Magisk, but he's just popped on the box. And this flank, Flame did check it. Max is all alone, and it's over for them. Astralis into the A site. Force the rotate, as you highlighted, Chad. You just broke it down to a T. Astralis given a favorable fight, and they convert it.
Yeah, it's difficult to ask for the AWPer to be on that short side. It's just not natural. We do see a lot of AWPers playing that more and more, but the thing is like, you think, okay, AWP, long ranges, makes sense. The rotation, the gap, but what Surreal has to do in a position like that, it's very, very tough. I know we see rounds where you see Electronic, pivot around that smoke and get the triple spray down, but that's because he has teammates flashing above him, he's got other people drawing the fire, it's in the last few seconds of the round, and they have to focus elsewhere. In a situation like this, they know the positions that Surreal is playing, and as soon as they're able to isolate that, they know he's in the pit, they can all flood on in. They even are able to keep their head tucked while that arch smoke picked on through. But the AWP back out for Crucial, so not done just yet at Endpoint. They lose this one, then Astralis are looking good to take us over the finish line nice and quick here for map number 1. But have a look at the scores on the doors, ladies and gentlemen. It's one thing we haven't been highlighting in a huge fashion, and you've got Flames, 21 kills.
Is Surreal... That's a straight-up dressing gown. I haven't been a dressing gown gamer in many a year, but
Is he wearing a dressing gown?
Either that or it's some new furry jacket I'm not familiar with.
You gotta be comfy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I was a dressing gown gamer for most of my life. I just don't own one now, or I don't travel with one, I should say.
We have one in our room.
But that's like the towely fabric. He's living
like
that fantasy. Nice from Max. Brings some aggression into the mix.
Device, big scalp to take. Top fragger right here for Astralis down.
Just takes his spawn, takes his aggression. Now a nice deep smoke to completely corral Astralis' remaining 4.
How does Flames have a 10-year coin? He's only 17.
Good
Max
question.
is nutmegging. Oh, he's just dipped back. He was looking for the play. Hard clear for Glaive here. Knows the position all too well. Plays it himself.
Flames, that's actually a perfect time to be dropping his smoke. Admittedly, they've pulled a lot out of them early, but...
Ah, immediate adjustment from Endpoint as well. Note how they're playing 3 players over towards this short pit balcony side.
Max. Flashed. He wants to push. He does land the dink. Can't quite finish the case, but... Glaive down.
They're coming back to Flames here.
Yeah. He's been good previously.
Oh.
The Magisk with his vision taken still sprays,
Crucial
controls
swinging.
it. Oh, he lost his vision. He could have, and he doesn't pull the trigger.
Oh, unlucky with the timing on that flash.
Yeah, just as he was about to have them line up. It's good, diligent flashing from Astralis. And it will put the 13th on the board. And this is, this is the worst case scenario as we highlighted.
I have to save the Robin and Surreal. No money left over whatsoever.
They'd have loved to be able to save the AWP, but it is, of course, right under enemy control. No hope for that. And even Dupree just starting a very slow T-Apps clear.
Here's the problem, right? It's only 1,900 as the loss bonus next round. You guys can do the maths. Just take a quick look at the right-hand side of your screen, add 1,900 to the totals that you see for Endpoint right now, and have that realization that they won't be able to afford a full buy.
I'm just thinking about it. This round started with full banana control and 3 deep smokes banana. Like,
you have to ask, with that max push, was it necessary? Now, if he pulls it off and he gets another kill, it feels pretty necessary. But because he gave up that number and they were able to pivot on top of that and clean this round out, he's going to be scratching his head. This was completely blind. Magus just pre-fire off the flashbang, and Glaive with the follow-through. 2 of those kills, they could have gone either way. And yeah, I think Max realizes just there, it was a Hail Mary attempt. I love to see those type of plays, but unfortunately didn't work out for him this time round. And they will be taking a save here. So with a 2,400 in the next round, Alex, the next buy for Endpoint, unless they save these 2 rifles, won't be good either. Oh.
You know when you're frustrated and you're like, you know it's like a round you've probably already lost, so you start trying to kill the chicken and then you miss the chicken and you only get more frustrated?
That does sound like a pretty frustrating string of events.
It does.
What if you kill the pot plants?
That's when you're frustrated. That's once you've missed the chicken. You start aiming for the pot plants.
The pot plants don't have feelings.
It's not true, actually. You know, if you say nasty words to a plant, it doesn't grow as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like us, right?
Pretty much. Robin's made the M4 work.
Oh, wait, that's the bomb.
Ah, it could get awkward. It could, and it does for a moment. Dealt with, but those fights came thick and fast. Endpoint knew what they had there. They had a small flaming ring in the center of the arena to jump through, but gave it a good go. A small chance. And one more, perhaps, to be manufactured for the CTs. We'll see it again from Device's POV. That would have put Surreal into the 1v1.
All right, here we go again. No defuse kit this time round. If Astralis get into the bomb site, trouble is brewing. Rifles are there. 3 players leading banana. Standard stuff here. But maybe a change of pace. Glaive, the leader, straight up middle. And if he can pip the timing, he's going to go through this. They're punishing.
Crucial. Trying to delay. Oh, he's so blind. So blind. Not a chance. And Surreal all alone. He's on an island, dropping his smoke in a panic. He's got so many angles. They know where he is. Bullets already. So does spray down one. Stands burning, desperately trying to find a new spot to hold. He's lost it already, and now Endpoint have to overcome this.
They're quick up mid, though. They're quick up...
Robin, slight gap. Element of
Oh!
surprise and a quick wrist breaker from Device. Sends Flames packing. Astralis T's side. This has been a bit of a dominant 6, now 7. In just 10 rounds of play.
Oh, Glaive's going to see his feet here if he keeps looking like that. Maybe not with that elevation. Well, that's a kill. Only 3 more to find, and 2 of them already left the side, Alex. So if he wanted to have a look in, it might not have been the worst chance in the world. He won't even pick up that AK. So still on the Famous. Back turn. Device finishes it off. 15-10.
It's funny when you have Device cam and you see, he knows when the round's over when you just suddenly see his face again. You know?
He just sits up.
Yeah, finally.
All right, guys.
Don't have to have my nose on the screen anymore.
I tried doing some of that. I'm going to try again tonight when we play.
Me too.
It's going to hurt my eyes, but I'm going to force the issue.
But what I really, like, I know I'm doing it right because you know when you're watching the players' POVs, their eyes always dart up to the top left.
Yeah.
I know when my radar is close enough, that my screen is close enough, when on my radar I have to actively move my face to look at it. That's when I know I'm proper gaming.
Okay, well, proper gaming.
It's not proper gaming for Endpoint here. Unfortunately, they don't get to play the video game they came to play here. Double molly, does that spread? Max, safe.
Toasty toes.
Just warming his hands by the fire.
Oh, it did spread last second, look at that.
Dispatched to try and force the issue.
That's 2 up next. Anything left in this one. These MP9s can be threatening at close ranges, but they've foregone mid-control. They've already given up almost all banana control.
And Chad does too. Didn't Device have like a ridiculous career performance on that map just the other day?
I think so.
Astralis.
Yeah. I'm getting flashbacks.
Liquid. 32-2 or something in rounds 1.
35-2 in the 19 rounds 1.
Thank
35
you very
kills,
much.
2 deaths. I think the ADR was 183. If I get that right.
With a performance like that out of Device on the second map of this series, Endpoint really do have a lot of the hopes for a competitive series and the hinge of this stack. They push, timing's good, reaction from Glaive needs to be better. And it is.
A's open.
Wide open. Robin and Flames handed a sandwich and it's full of garbage.
A garbage sandwich.
Yeah, they've got to eat the garbage sandwich now.
And we'll all watch them do it.
Bin juice soaking through the cheap bread. Banana skin. Oh, and an orb. Flames really doesn't have much hope here. He'll equip his teammate with a weapon and they are going to group up into Magisk, who just pre-fires them both. Astralis take it. Endpoint's Inferno, it's short-lived. 16-10.